So in this lecture we will see the deterministic PDA. So in a DPDA, that is deterministic PDA, there is only one move possible in every situation. A DPDA is less powerful than the NPDA, because in DPDA what happened, from one state for one input we are going to show only one transition, but in NPDA from one state for one input we can show more than one transition. So every context free language cannot be accepted by the DPDA. A string of the form WW reverse cannot be processed by a DPDA, right? The class of language a DPDA can accept lies in between the regular language and the context free language. So a DPDA is defined as M is equals to 7 tuples, that is Q summation tau delta Q0 Z0 capital F, where delta of Q comma A comma X has one move for any Q belongs to capital Q, X belongs to tau, and A belongs to summation. So this is all about the deterministic PDA. So in exam 2 marks question may be asked on this DPDA. Clear? Now next topic is the regular language and DPDA. सो इसके ऊपर भी theoretical question पूछा जा सकता है एग्ज़ाम में for 2 marks. Okay. So we can always design a deterministic PDA for a regular language. A DPDA can be designed for regular language in 2 steps. So हम लोग always DPDA डिज़ाइन कर सकते हैं regular language के लिए. So while designing that, there are 2 steps that we have to follow. First step is that construct an equivalent DFA for the given regular language. Then in second step, for every transition, that is delta of Qi comma A is equals to Qj in finite automata, we can write an equivalent transition for DPDA as Qi A Z0 is equals to Qj Z0, because when we construct a DFA for regular language, in that we cannot consider the stack operation, and that is required in DPDA, that is PDA, राइट. सो इसीलिए हम लोगों को जो भी कंस्ट्रक्ट किया है DFA, उसके ट्रांजिशन को हमें इक्विवेलेंट DPDA के ट्रांजिशन में कन्वर्ट करना होगा. क्लियर? सो the move for PDA involves neither push nor pause operation. So this is all about the regular language and DPDA.